Hey, I hope you're well and welcome to another live episode. Today, I want to start walking you through the work that I do, the programs that I offer, the one-to-one specials that I have, and the different ways that I work with my clients. So I want to first start off by talking to you about who I am and what I do. For those of you who do know and don't know, my name is Odessa Thornhill. I am a doctorate of natural medicine. I am a soul therapist, birth and postpartum companion, registered massage therapist candidate, and I'm also a singer and a dancer. I'm a performer. I have been studying natural medicine and natural healing for the last 20 years, and I made the decision to focus on women's medicine in the last, I would say, 8 to 9 years when I really began to focus on my own healing journey as a womb carrier, as a woman, and I began to gather women around me through community to start having conversations that I thought were going to be very helpful to the collective because I know that they were helpful to me. So I began with having menstrual cycles that were very long, they were very heavy, difficult, all the things. I also had been dealing with injuries to my pelvis, to my coccyx bone. And so dealing with that pelvic pain, going through the process and transformation of birth, and experiencing things in the hospital that were creating a lot of animosity for me, not being heard, being told what the problem was without doing any background history intake, seeing my children go into the hospital and not be cared for properly and end up having really, really dangerous viruses. So I've experienced a lot of different things that created a desire in me to want to understand how I can best heal myself and how I can help those around me. I just have this insatiable desire to see the best in people, to help people. I have a gift of seeing the potential of situations, as well as roadways out for others. I mean, healers have their work that they have to do as well, as always. But that is one of the gifts that I have. And so the passion that I have developed for understanding natural medicine, natural healing got poured into there. There are so many aspects to why I took the decision to go down this road as well. I mentioned that I'm also a singer and a performer. And one thing that was always very concerning for me was the notion and the idea of creating music that was about unrequited love. Music that, was going to be critiqued and left on the shelf after listening to it, a couple of times, a couple of months, maybe a couple of years. And at the same time as certain things in music were moving forward for me, I was also getting a deeper calling to work with healing vibrations and music. And so I gave myself permission to answer that calling and step away from music so that I can explore and understand more about what it is that I offer as an individual, as a being, as someone who is passionate about natural medicine, about healing, about women, women's medicine, and about performance, about the vibration that we share with people when we have the attention of others. So this is what I can say. This is like the basis of what is driving my work. It's a deep passion to serve. It's a commitment to fulfilling my purpose here before I transition and move on to somewhere else, something else after this life. And so based off of that, what I would love to do is I'm going to actually share my screen, and I want to share with you some of the principles and building blocks within the company and within my programs. And so here you can see the pillars that I have established within my company. And I want to point to down here where you see the map, the multidimensional awareness and assessment process. This is for health and well-being overhaul, excuse me. And so when we talk about, understanding and becoming aware of your health and wellness, for me, it starts with this map process. So I'll be talking about the rest of this design in future videos, but I wanted to start off by showing you, just understanding, so you get an understanding of what it is that I'm doing. And so I want to talk today about the MAP process. And so the MAP process is about bringing levels of awareness to an individual. When you make the decision to heal, when you make the decision to take your wellness journey into your own hands, when you've decided that you're going to make lifestyle changes to your habits, and create a better outcome, you know what I mean? You want to achieve the outcomes. What happens is there's a level of awareness that needs to take place. You need to become aware of all aspects of your life, right? For me, I kind of put them into 12 quadrants and then kind of play with them based off of, depending on where we are in the process that I work through with my clients. But the first thing is awareness, like what's happening to you physically, right? Are you eating? Are you sleeping? Are you ill? Are you, having difficulty moving your bowels? Are you chronic? Is it acute? You know what I mean? Are you trying to get pregnant? Are you trying to avoid pregnancy? You know what I mean? Like, do you feel as though you don't trust your body? Have you had miscarriages? Are you dealing with terminal illness? Like, what is the issue? And then we look at everything that's connected to it. The physical body carries information from all other levels of your being, of your existence. Your emotions, your thoughts, your spirit, the karma that you've come in here with, your collective, connections to other groups on the planet and beyond. Like everything manifests in the physical body as well as in your energetic imprint, your aura around you. So when we take time to slow down and really understand multidimensional nutrition, multidimensional pathology, multidimensional evolutionary healing, like really create a painting. I like to call it more like a three-dimensional contour, topography. I remember in grade 7, we used to have to cut out the contour of a mountain. So you'd have the different layers of sediment and stone and whatever like that. And you would I'd have to create a flat plane and then have these different mountains that I'm creating. And so that's what I see this map process as being. It's that process where you're able to, lift up and create more of a 3D experience so you can go into, your past, your present, and get clear on, okay, these are the things that have happened that have brought you to here. These areas are areas of ignorance that you need to, delve deeper in. Here are the strengths that you have leaned on that might be crutches now. Do they need to be reevaluated? Here are the vulnerabilities that are actually strengths waiting for you to, explore a little bit more of. Here are the fears that really don't have any true hold on you besides the fact that they make you feel afraid. You know what I mean? So when you have that understanding, I break this down further. We go into health assessments, right? We go into, the focus of my work is with women. And so I prioritize like understanding your vaginal health, what's happening there. We look at your emotional health. You know, there's a form for that as well. These are forms, intake forms that I have my clients fill in. We have one on your energy centers, on your aritu, on your chakras. So you're filling in something there. We have one that's just on your nutrition. There's another one where I need you to fill in your food journal for 7 days. There's another test assessment that I do with clients that is about hair and mineral analysis. I have about 6 to 7 different tests that I'm doing with my clients in the very beginning to help you understand what your map will look like. You know, who you are, what is your imprint, reflect and refresh so you can renew, rejuvenate, and move forward, right? And so, and that's what we're doing. We're building that awareness so that as you're moving forward, when we begin to address the your eating habits, when we begin to address the actual emotional patterns, when we start to look at the paradigms, the mental paradigms that you're perpetuating, we have our platform, our foundation, we have our compass that is, you know, setting us to your true north. That's going to help you to, you know, keep yourself accountable on the process, but also keep you understanding your why, keep you understanding, you know, like what the outcome is, what your goal is, why you're doing it, help you to understand the workings of your subconscious mind, help you to recognize, you know, vibrations as they're happening to you in real time, right? So there's just so many things. This program is very much about getting us to step into our higher selves and live from there. So healing is evolutionary. You know, as we are evolving, as the planet is evolving, as we as people are evolving, as we as beings are evolving, every kingdom is evolving. We need to understand that healing is a part of that process. And when you make the desired step, and you activate, you know what I mean, like your inspired action to follow through, you're really creating a ripple effect now and into the future for how it is that you want things to look. So you're really actively cultivating matter, you know, by taking apart what's going on so that you can restructure, reprogram, and recalibrate yourself. So that was what I wanted to come to you to talk about today, the importance of awareness, the importance of being able to have an overhaul, a medical overhaul. Look at your blood test, look at your urine samples, look at your food, look at your emotions, like look at every single aspect of, you know, who you are so that you can make the proper decisions moving forward. So that was step one in the womb activation program, in the womb cleanse protocol that I created. And so if you're interested in learning more, don't hesitate to click on the link in my bio, go to my website, check out the freebies that I have, go to my products. I have little you know, programs and products that you can enjoy. And I would absolutely love to have more conversations with you. So sign up for the newsletter and let's learn more about one another. I will be back again to talk to you some more about the next phase in the womb activation protocol, which is called the clean eating protocol. And so we'll talk about that soon. Take care.